Hey everybody, it is time for week 4 of my NFL picks. Before I get into my picks for this week, last week went down a little bit but still had a good record, went 9-7, missed on my upset pick, but still went over 500. Alright, these are straight up picks for those of you watching for the first time, and with that said, let's look at the games in week 4 of the NFL. Starting with the Thursday night game, the Jacksonville Jaguars travel to Cincinnati to play the Bengals. The Jaguars are 0-3. The Bengals are 2-1. Cincinnati's a 7.5-point favorite. They do have a couple players injured that won't play tonight, but it really should not be that big of a factor. The Bengals will win the game. On to Sunday, the Carolina Panthers travel to Dallas to play the Cowboys. Carolina 3-0, Dallas 2-1. The Cowboys are a 4.5-point favorite. This is a tough game to pick, but I really like how Carolina's been playing so far. I'm going to take the Panthers to beat Dallas. The Cleveland Browns travel to Minnesota to play the Vikings. The Browns are 2-1. The Vikings are 1-2. Cleveland is a 2-point favorite in this game. Should be a good competitive game, but I like the Browns to win this one. The Detroit Lions travel to Chicago to play the Bears. The Lions are 0-3. The Bears are 1-2. Chicago is a 3-point favorite in this one. I have to be honest with you all. This was the toughest game to pick this week because, well, one, both teams aren't as good as advertised. And number two, Detroit on a few occasions have come back and have almost won. So their record might not indicate how the team really is. So this is going to be my upset alert this week. I'm taking the Detroit Lions to beat the Bears in Chicago. The Houston Texans travel to Buffalo to play the Bills. The Texans are 1-2. The Bills are 2-1, and the Bills are a 16.5-point favorite. This is the biggest spread of the week. I'm going to take the Buffalo Bills to beat the Houston Texans, and maybe they go over 16.5. I'm not really sure. The Indianapolis Colts travel to Miami to play the Dolphins. The Colts are 0-3. The Dolphins are 1-2. Miami is a 2-point favorite. Got to give them credit where credit is due. They came back on the road against the Raiders without Tua Tagovailoa, forced overtime, could have won that game. They could be 2-1 right now. But I think they're still okay. I think they're in a good position still. The Dolphins will win this game. They will beat the Colts. Kansas City travels to Philadelphia to play the Eagles. Both teams are 1-2. The Chiefs are a 7-point favorite in this game. I'm going to take the Chiefs to beat the Eagles on the road. The New York Giants travel to New Orleans to play the Saints. The Giants are 0-3. The Saints are 2-1. New Orleans is a 7.5-point favorite. This is New Orleans' first home game in the Superdome this year. That's going to play a big factor. I like the Saints beating the Giants. The Tennessee Titans travel to New York to play the Jets, even though it's in New Jersey. The Titans are 2-1. The Jets are 0-3. The Titans are a 7-point favorite. It's going to be another bad Sunday for the Jets. Give me the Titans to beat the Jets. This is an interesting game. The Washington football team is at the Atlanta Falcons. Both teams are 1-2. Washington is a 1.5 favorite to win this game. I know, all the reporters during the week are like, oh my God, it's the end of the world. Washington's defense is not as good. Have you seen who they've played schedule-wise so far as quarterbacks go? Give it a break. They're going to be all right. I'm taking Washington to beat Atlanta this week. The Arizona Cardinals travel to Los Angeles to play the Rams. Both teams are 3-0. This is for first place in the NFC West. The Rams are a 4.5-point favorite to win this game. I like the Rams to beat the Cardinals here. They're at home. It's going to be a rough day for Kyler Murray in that offense. Rams will go to 4-0. The Seattle Seahawks travel to San Francisco to play the 49ers. The Seahawks are 1-2. The 49ers are 2-1. San Francisco is a 2.5-point favorite to win this game. This is going to be another interesting game. This one could be a fun game to keep your eye out on. I'm going to take the 49ers to win this game. They just look really, really good so far, and they're going to be motivated after a devastating loss last Sunday night. The Baltimore Ravens travel to Denver to play the Broncos. The Ravens are 2-1. The Broncos are 3-0. Denver is a 1-point favorite in this game. I almost went with Denver at first, but then I realized Denver hasn't really played anybody, but Baltimore has, and I like what the Ravens have done the last couple of weeks. I'm going to pick the Ravens to beat Denver on the road this week. The Pittsburgh Steelers travel to Green Bay to play the Packers. The Steelers are 1-2. Green Bay is 2-1. The Packers are a 6.5-point favorite. We could be witnessing the end of the Roethlisberger era as we know it. Green Bay and that defense will beat Pittsburgh. Packers will go to 3-1. The anticipated Sunday night game, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers travel to New England to play the Patriots. Tampa Bay 2-1, New England 1-2. Tampa is a 7-point favorite to win this game. Tom Brady has beaten every team in the NFL except for one team, the New England Patriots. And he will do it. He will be the first quarterback in NFL history to have beaten all 32 NFL teams. Buccaneers will beat the Patriots. And finally, the Monday night game. This one should be a doozy. The Las Vegas Raiders travel to Los Angeles to play the Chargers. Raiders are 3-0. Chargers are 2-1. The Chargers are a 3-point favorite. This is going to be a fun game to keep an eye on. I'm going to take the Chargers to beat the Raiders at home to go to 3-1. So, do you agree or disagree with any of my picks? Leave a comment in the comment section below. Like the video, and if you want more videos like this, hit the subscribe button. Thank you all for tuning in. Have a wonderful weekend, and I'll talk to you all real soon.